From sunny Melbourne to the streets of Monaco, the deserts of Bahrain to the jungles of Brazil, get up to speed on the Formula One Report. The Formula One Report is proudly brought to you by ZIMOCO, the home of F1 brands Mercedes-Benz and Alfa Romeo in Zimbabwe. ZIMOCO, specialized service for special brands.
As you know, the Formula One Report is delivered every single Tuesday in style and elegance by ZIMOCO. And in the studio today, we've got the business development and commercial manager over at ZIMOCO, Manfred Chaniwa. We're going to call you Manny.
Manny.
Because we can.
How are you guys doing?
Good, thanks, bud. Why are you here?
Well, look, I thought it's good to put a face.
Uh-huh.
Not a face.
A voice. And you got a radio voice, by the way.
Voice,
you got a radio
put
voice.
Put a voice to all that we've been sponsoring for the last year, since last year. ZIMOCO is here with a bang.
Right. And tell us about Saturdays, because we understand that Saturdays are getting exciting by the day.
No, definitely they are. As you know, like we're in the month of February, and we normally run a promotion.
The month of love.
The month of love. So we're doing a special where you come into the showroom, come test drive one of our models in the show, Mercedes-Benz, Haval, Jeep, any of the models, and we've got coffee and croissants.
Right.
Yeah.
For free.
For free.
Just for test driving.
Yeah. Croissants.
Very
Yeah.
fancy. Very
Fantastic.
fancy.
In addition to that, we've actually started opening our service center at Semlevy Village, which opens every Saturday between 8 o'clock and 2 p.m.
Okay.
Bring in your car, service your vehicle. While you wait, come to the showroom, test up one of our vehicles.
Is it enough time for me to get my vehicle serviced, though? Because, 8 to 2, usually I go into other places, in inverted commas, and they'll tell me, oh, it's going to take all day, and you're lucky if you get it by 4.
No, definitely. So we're doing oil change, which is your quick oil filter change.
Sure.
That's very quick. As you wait, within 1 hour, 2 hours, your car will be ready.
So I can get light bulbs changed, little simple things.
Simple things, your car can actually be sorted out.
And keep my car looking spick and span. And there's more news coming out of ZIMOCO. We'll be talking to Manny throughout the Formula One Report. Proudly brought to you by ZIMOCO.
All right, let's get into the Formula One news. Max Verstappen believes Red Bull can deliver him a Formula One car this year to take the fight to Mercedes, as he insisted that Lewis Hamilton was good but not God. With the Dutchman having come off the back of an encouraging first season for his Milton Keynes-based team with Honda, which netted 3 wins, his sights are set on being able to challenge for the World Championship this year. This is a guy that we've talked up, here in the studio, Max Verstappen, as a likely challenger for Lewis Hamilton's crown, and it's really up to Red Bull to give him a car that's good enough to challenge.
Yeah, and I think he's spot on in that. The car is what for me what makes a driver. And yes, I take nothing away from Lewis Hamilton. I think he is a top class driver. But put Max Verstappen in that Mercedes.
He's a world champion.
He's a world champion.
Yeah. So the star of the show, according to Paz, is Mercedes.
I would agree with that, and also I think the star to watch is Max Verstappen. So it's a case of bringing the two together, and so I would completely agree with Paz to say that yes, I think Honda delivered a car beyond all of our expectations last season in the Red Bull, but wasn't good enough to challenge the Mercedes. Whether they can do that this time, I am not too sure. I still believe that Mercedes has a few gears and notches to go up. What's the answer? Put Max in a Mercedes.
Put Max in a Mercedes, but he's just signed a new contract. So,
with Red Bull. It's not going to happen.
That's hardly going to happen.
Agreed.
So
Agreed.
he's going to have to challenge in the Red Bull. Are you a big fan of Formula One thing?
Definitely.
Or ZIMOCO forces you to keep track?
No, I love Formula
Don't lie,
One.
you're a Ferrari fan. Come on, tell us.
He's a Ferrari fan.
Just tell us, man.
I'm a Mercedes fan.
You get the man
I'm
fired.
a Mercedes fan, okay. Let's get that right.
You're a Mercedes fan, and you're expecting another year of dominance this year again.
Well, from where I'm sitting, I think there could be some changes happening with the drivers at Mercedes. I'm hoping that they bring in someone who can actually get that car up to the next level. Because last season we saw that it had the potential. I think when the clerk then came in, later on in the season, there was that challenge that was now actually happening. But look, let's
So for you, for Mercedes, keep Hamilton, get rid of Valtteri Bottas.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's your solution,
that's my
and
solution,
that could be one way, of course, of making Mercedes stronger. But talking about Red Bull, they finished the year on a high. Verstappen took pole position in Mexico before losing it to a penalty for ignoring yellow flags. He finished a strong third, close behind the Mercedes in the United States, and then took pole and victory in the penultimate race in Brazil, where he passed Hamilton twice on track. Verstappen then finished second to Hamilton in the season finale in Abu Dhabi, and so he'll be looking to that great finish to the season to be continued at the start of this season, because if he's able to make headway in the first few races, surely Red Bull and Verstappen believe they can challenge Mercedes for the title.
Okay, so Manny, what's next on our agenda? We're going to talk about the specking of a Mercedes-Benz. So you say you can come in, you can have your croissant, you can have your cup of coffee, you can have your car serviced, and you're sitting around and you're looking at all these lovely cars in the showroom. Now, I want to come in there and I want to say to you, right, Manny, I like that Merc over there, but there's things that I want.
definitely.
How does it work?
So basically with a Mercedes-Benz, from the A-Class all the way to your S-Class, you can actually spec a vehicle within your budget. I think the always misconception is that a Mercedes-Benz is very expensive. There are affordable options that are actually out there. You come in, we sit down, we look at your budget, we actually come in and plan a vehicle for you. And then you can actually walk out there with a big badge.
Okay, maybe tell people what specking is.
Yeah,
Because people might be listening and say, okay, spec
what's
a
specking?
Mercedes.
All right.
What is specking a Mercedes?
So-
I want a sunroof, I don't want a sunroof.
So that's specifying. So you're basically picking up options on the vehicle. So car comes in standard, but there's certain things that you then want to add or subtract on the vehicle.
Color,
some colors are more
Interior.
expensive. Interior, seats, sunroof, aircon.
Yeah.
Some of them have got four zone aircon,
Yeah.
2-zone aircon. So all those things you can spec to the level that you want.
Manny, are you not selling us dreams here? Because in essence, in my layman's thinking, if I want an affordable vehicle, I'm just going to come and get the standard model. The standard model is probably going to come in at my budget anyway. So why am I specking?
Because you want something that's unique to yourself.
Okay.
A Mercedes-Benz is unique to the individual that actually buys it. So you want
That's
to...
a salesman in you that you just
That's not
leapt
a-
out there.
What about...
Come on.
Okay, so we've talked about all the frills. What about the engine? Is there engine specking in a Merc?
Yeah, so engines tend to be standardized at the moment worldwide in terms of all the vehicle brands. So Merc has got certain standard engines that are actually there. But as you get to your bigger engines, i.e. your AMG 63s, then we're now having to now tweak the vehicle specific to the individual.
So I can't come in and say, listen, you've got a C240. I would like a C210.
That's not possible.
That's not possible.
That's not
They're
possible.
standard engine
Because they're
size.
standard
Yes,
engine
standard
size.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
talking a lot of the stuff that comes in as extras that come in. Possibly they come standard, but you want them specifically to. Let's say I want red seats. My favorite color is
Definitely,
red
seats,
type
yeah.
thing, and or
Tomato
I-
or cherry?
Yes, or I want Draylon as opposed to leather. I'm trying to save money here.
You want Draylon in a Mercedes-Benz?
Nah, if you put a Draylon, don't buy the Merc.
Go somewhere else.
You want a tissue box as well?
Go
for it?
somewhere else. Leave our coffee alone.
We still need the Mercedes-Benz, eh?
to still be a Mercedes.
Mercedes-Benz.
So obviously there's a range of options
Sure,
that are
sure.
within the Mercedes family that I can pick from.
Exactly, yeah. So there will be a catalog that will sit with you, go through the system and actually pick out the items that you actually need, and then boom, off we go. It goes to the manufacturers and we build your car.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal.
Right, so get into ZIMOCO. Come down to the showroom the month of February. Get your vehicle serviced. Come for a coffee. Come for a croissant. Come and test drive the all-new Mercedes, and of course all the other vehicles from the Jeeps to the Alphas to the Havals. You name it. Call in to ZIMOCO. Manfred, Business Development Manager of ZIMOCO. Always good to have you in the studio.
Thank you very much.
With a title like that, you should be calling
Hey,
him
quickly,
Mr.
quickly,
Chaniwa.
hang on, quickly before we go. Are we going to keep him here to talk a bit of football a bit later? So when do you think Liverpool will wrap it up?
We are 5 games away.
5 games
You
away.
reckon 5 games away?
You reckon City's going to drop one more?
It's going to drop one more.
I like your
Interesting.
thinking.
I like it too.
I like your work.
That's our F1 report with ZIMOCO for today.